Looks like we've made a friend. After freeing his
Ladies and
slaves, burning
gentlemen,
his supplies,
welcome
and
to
burying
Vermintide
his
2.
dreams of
Today
power,
we are
the
playing the
Rock-Blood
War
champion
Camp
is more than
on
eager to
Champion difficulty
socialise. He's
as
sending out
Kerillian the
scores of
Shade.
scouting parties
It's the
just for us,
first
and his
of
sorcerers
my
plead to
Vermintide
their
2
foul god
gameplay
to
commentary
reveal our
videos. So
location. These
enjoy
efforts have left his
this
camp
treat
a
as I
tad
discover
bit empty,
what
so
I want
I
these videos
suggest
to
we
look
grab
like
the opportunity to pay him a visit
and
before he and his
what my
army
commentary is
shows up
going
at
to,
our
how my
door.
commentary is going to be shaped. This is my first time doing anything like this, so I'm a little nervous going into uncharted territory,
camp and killing their champion.
but not nervous going to kill this Rot-Blood champion, as I've killed him many times. We're infiltrating the war camp to go kill one of the bosses, one of the Chaos Lords. And I'm playing as Kerillian the Shade with my dual dagger set for fast attacks and high burst damage. Stay away from that guy. There's one Chaos Warrior dead. Didn't get to use my ult, that's fine. Just trying to play it safe for now. I do increased backstab damage, so I'm trying to get behind these guys, but we have narrow corridors right now. Narrow corridors make it difficult to get behind anyone. Down goes the Blightstormer. Very nice. Very dangerous thing to have in narrow corridors is a Blightstormer. It is very hard to avoid those Blightstorms. There's another one. I hit him. He did not go down. Oh, I might get picked up here. Yep, I got picked up by the storm. It changes in diameter. We got some weirdness going on here. We got some weirdness going on. We got some fat shark weirdness already. I'm gonna revive this guy. Popping my invisibility so I can't be targeted by the storm. And there's the Blightstormer. He's dead. I'm using the Hagbane shortbow, which does low damage initially, but does damage over time. So that's why it took several shots to take him down.
I don't trust this quiet. Not with
There's another Chaos Warrior that I think we just took out.
Everything hurts.
And there's the body of a
Your
Chaos
fire
Warrior.
is feeding, Sienna.
Take the higher ground here. And backstab! Yes! That's exactly how I want to do that.
Light leech.
Alright, so here comes a pack. I'm not very good against hordes because I have single target damage weapons here. Very bad AoE. But I'm gonna do my best in these narrow corridors. As long as they're being funneled in one at a time, I should be able to do a little better. Trying to aim for the head, which is tough in hordes like this, especially with enemies clipping through each other. But if I just keep swinging, I can usually hit him. Take him out. My ultimate. His life leech still has not gone down, which I find concerning. Get behind this pack. Oh, I took a hit. I shouldn't have. But I got temporary health to absorb the hit, so I'm cool with that. I don't need the ammo, but nobody else needs the ammo, so I'm gonna take the ammo. Alright, finally took out that life leech that was harassing us.
Dust.
Boom! Took out the Executioner. I actually don't know what those guys are called. The tall guys with the
You
hoods.
look pale with it.
But I call them Executioners because they look like Executioner hoods. Storm Vermin are a little trickier because they got armor plating, which means light attacks do no damage to them. So you have to hit them with a heavy attack, otherwise you're just wasting your time. We got a couple of Berserkers coming in. These guys have a ton of... Oh, and another Blightstormer.
I walk in endless silence.
Let's see, I saw the mist coming from here, but I can't see the Blightstormer. Oh, this is bad. We are just getting thrown around. And we got people leaving the game. It's gonna make it more difficult with fewer people. I mean, bots are okay, but they're not as good as having a human player.
Dead and riddance. Nice work, Mayfly.
Berserkers are tough because they will just come straight at you, and they will not stop for anything. It's almost impossible to interrupt them with normal attacks.
For Clark Haddon.
I'm popping my invisibility to rescue Barden, just so I don't take any unnecessary hits, and get the the increased damage on the stealth hit. Take out that storm vermin. Alright, now we gotta deal with this one. Oh, they're coming up the sides. Gotta watch those flanks. Flanking hits will kill you in this game. Because there's an interesting thing that goes on with the damage dealing with hordes of enemies. So the more enemies there are attacking you, the less damage each individual one does. So if you have like 10 guys attacking you, each of those 10 guys does a little less damage than they normally would. But if you have one guy attacking you, he's got no damage mitigation on him. So one slave rat sneaking up on you can be sometimes more dangerous than an entire pack. And I am doing terrible at this jumping puzzle. I apologize. These jumping puzzles were never my strong suit. Okay, jump. Okay. So you want to jump and then press forward on the direction key. Alright, I'm going after the Grimoire. Always in tough to reach places. But I got it. And open the door. And we're on our way. So Grimoires, they take your number 4 slot, which is your potion slot, and they greatly increase your chance at a better loot box at the end of the match, which means better gear. But they also lower the max health of your entire team. So you can see I got that little red bar on the right side of my health bar. That indicates that my health is being lowered because of this book. It's a really nasty book too. It's got eyes, a heartbeat, it's got a little tail. It's pretty gross. And the thing about the book, oh, I'm getting surrounded here. I need to, alright, go away. I missed that. Trying to hit the storm vermin. I missed again! I got him that time. Trying to think and talk at the same time is difficult because I don't want to die. So yeah, the Grimoire. I can't put it down. If I put it down at all, if I drop it at all, it's gone forever and I can't pick it back up. So for the rest of the mission, I am unable to use potions. Which is bad. Sorry, I should be able to put that more eloquently. It's not that much of a negative thing. I don't really use potions a lot anyway, but the biggest drawback, in my opinion, is the health loss. Okay, now we have a chaos spawn, which is one of the tougher bosses, and this thing is going to absolutely destroy us once we can take it out quickly. It has a lot of health, it deals a lot of damage, and it can also heal itself. Now I just did big burst damage there. It picked up one of our guys, it picked up Kruber, and now it's going to heal off of him. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do to stop it. Because you need certain abilities that cause interrupt in order to get someone out of that. And I don't have one of those abilities. I don't think any of them. Well, Saltspire has the ability with his pistol shot, but he's actually grabbed. I killed it with the burst damage right there. That was a little closer than I would have liked, and I'm really running low on ammunition now because of it. I have a health pot, but I'm not going to use it yet because I want to wait until I'm in that bleed out state. So once you go down, if you ever played Left 4 Dead, you should know how this works. But once you go down, you have a timer, and your allies have to, well, you have like a secondary health bar. And your allies have to pick you up before that health bar drains. And once you get back up, you have temporary health, which is a white health bar. And it kind of bleeds away over time. Oh, there's healing drafts everywhere. So anyway, the bleed out. Oh shit! Don't want to get hooked. Bleed out timer is pretty slow, but you know, you're constantly losing health, and there's nothing you can do about that. Oh, cool! I saved my potion. So I have a trinket equipped that gives me a 25% chance to not consume a potion. Kind of leaving it for Salt Spire here, but he doesn't seem interested. Pick it up. Drink it. Alright, let's go. Anyway, I got distracted. Yeah, if you go down, your allies can pick you up, and then you have a bleed out timer. And the number of times you can go down determines on the difficulty. So if you're playing on easy, you can go down 3 times. And if you go down the 4th time, you will be dead and gone. On normal difficulty, you can go down 2 times. On champion difficulty, which is what I'm playing on, you can go down 1 time. If you go down 1 time...
Is there a tome over here? Need to pick up?
There's a tome over here. I'll grab that. If you go down 1 time, and they get you up, you'll start to bleed out. If you go down after that, without healing, you are dead. And there's nothing your allies can do except wait for you to respawn. And you'll respawn much farther ahead on the mission. So your team will be down 1 person until they can get you respawned or get you back up. So all of that to say, I don't like using health items unless I'm bleeding out. Because using a healing item while bleeding out will reset the bleed out, or will restore your permanent health and you'll stop bleeding out. Oh, so they're coming from every direction. And you notice I'm moving around a lot? That's because I'm using my dodge. And you can dodge left, right, and back with the push of a button. And it gives you a few invincibility frames, I think, and it makes it easier to avoid getting hit. The problem with dodging is that I have a very short range weapon, and I know it's a melee weapon, and melee weapons have melee range, but some melee weapons have different hitboxes. Like if you look at Kruber here, the knight, he's holding a halberd. And a halberd has a pretty huge hitbox. It can do sweeping attacks, and it can do piercing, stabbing attacks, which can, extend the reach of his melee weapon. Try and get this candle lit, okay? But I've got daggers. Daggers have a very small hitbox.
Some things don't deserve this.
Oh, there's a gutter runner. Got him. Got the gutter runner. Gutter runners they're like the hunters from Left 4 Dead. They will pin your teammates, and your teammates are unable to get out. They need someone else to come over and, knock it off or kill it. So, right now, we are looking, oh, thank God, ammunition. I really needed that. We are looking for, there are 3 candles in this area. And if you light all 3 of them, then the second grimoire will spawn. And I always forget where the second candle is. I think it's behind this tent. Yeah, okay. Candle's lit. And now we're going to go for the 3rd candle. So I lit the 1st candle when we dropped in. Second candle is by this tent. 3rd candle's on the other side of the swamp. So let's go light the candle.
With more coming, boys.
I want to blow out the candles. Light the candles. We got a horde coming in. So I'm going to get this lamp oil ready. Oh yeah, here they come. Here they come. Oh, that was like some fucking Legolas shit. That was some Lord of the Rings Legolas shit right there. Threw the barrel up, shot it midair, and then exploded when it hit the ground. Beautiful. So the dwarf is currently taunting, which draws enemies to attack him. I mean, this is a video game. You know how taunt works. Come on. If you don't know how taunting works in a video game, what are you doing here? You need to understand what a video game is. I'm just kind of trying to stay near the dwarf because he's got that big shield, which has a huge block area I guess. So if he's holding that shield up, I feel safe. I feel safe behind him. Those green bullets you saw flying by earlier, that is a... oh, someone's killing rats. That is a rattling gunner. And I know, haha, puns are funny. But the rattling gunner locks on to one particular person. And there's a candle. Locks on to one particular player and fires a barrage of bullets at them. And what you can do is, like, you can either seek cover and try to avoid the bullets, or you can, through some clever manipulation, get the rattling gunner to attack his own allies. Yes, that is the second grimoire. I cannot pick it up because I'm already holding a grimoire. So, Kruber picked it up. And now our max health has gone down even further. And you notice that Kruber, the mustachioed knight, whose portrait is the bottom one on the left side, his health is a little higher than everyone else's. And so is Saltspire, the guy with the cheese grater attached to the front of his head and the top portrait. So they have a trait that is called, I think I'm going the wrong way because I'm talking too much. They have a trait called Curse Resistance, which kind of mitigates the effect of the grimoire. So they have a little bit more health because they're resisting the curse. I have my health at about 40%, maybe 30%, because I have no curse resistance. So I'm taking the full effect of that grimoire curse. Ooh, get stabbed. That's what I love about daggers, is they are one of the few weapons that actually has headshot damage. Most of the time, all the ranged weapons have headshot damage, and only a few melee weapons have headshot damage. It's a rattling gunner. I only interrupted him with my attack. The problem with the Hackbane bow is that it does low damage, and then it does a poison damage over time. I mean, you can kind of tell that the arrow's poisoned just by looking at it. You know, it's got that green glow to it, and you fire it. This little green smoke cloud shows up, kind of blackish green. The problem with that... Oh! That is a loot rat.
You think that's a lot? This is nothing.
And he had nothing. Usually these things have like some really cool stuff, like they have loot dye in them, or a bunch of potions or healing kits. Everybody chases the loot rats because they want that bonus loot dye. This one only had a med kit.
Medical supplies.
I mean, I say only. Med kits are great. They're like one of my favorite things to find.
Almost precise enough for an L. A drunk.
Focusing on staying alive right now, and no one's picking up this healing thing, so Kruber's just gonna use it in the middle of the fight here. We got some more berserkers. Berserkers, you can always tell because they have two weapons and they just kind of swing wildly like that. There's Chaos Berserkers, which are those bald bastards you just saw with the two axes, and there's Skaven Berserkers, which are these they're like wearing clad in green robes and they have dual daggers and they kind of screech when they come after you. And then you got enemies with shields, you got enemies with swords, you got enemies with axes. They're all a little different. Alright, so Saltspire went down and he's healing up right away, which is smart. Because he does not want to be bleeding out. He does not want to go down. Oh, it looks like we replaced our dwarf with a wizard. I like that. I do some wizard videos once I'm done with Kerillian. It's like a Kerillian to level 30. So wizard's my second favorite character. You might say, well, is your first favorite Kerillian? No. First favorite is not Kerillian. My first favorite character is Mark. But right now I'm just having a lot of fun playing the Shade. So I'm playing Kerillian more. I need patch scout. Use this right away. So I gotta put my book down in order to heal. Oh, I didn't talk about tomes. So tomes are like grimoires. They take up your healing item slot. They give you a good chance at better loot at the end, but you can put them down, and they do not affect your max health like your grimoire does. They just make it more difficult, I guess, because you can't carry a med kit. Oh, we're missing a book. Yeah, we've got 2 tomes, 2 grims. We're supposed to have 3 tomes. Oh well, we're just gonna have to go without it. I'll show you how the tomes and grims work after the match. But it basically has to do with the tier, no, not the tier, the quality of loot box you get at the end. And I know saying loot box over and over probably gives a lot of people watching PTSD thinking, oh, loot boxes, I mean it's pay to win, RNG. No, you cannot buy these. If you could buy these, I probably, well, I wouldn't spend any money on them. Honestly, buying loot boxes in any game is a waste of money. But no, you cannot buy these. You can only earn them. And you earn them by completing missions and collecting books. It's all about them books. So we're getting close to the boss fight here. We got a bunch of supplies just laying around. You know, when a video game gives you this many healing items and supplies, you know there's some shit about to go down. Especially when you see a big pile of skulls, blood. You know some shit's going down. I'll kind of take our positions.
You dare trespass on my domain? I shall face you alone!
Sigma provides. This is perfect. The fiend plays right in.
Whoa, he came right for me.
I walk beyond the light.
There he goes.
He'll keep shouting until we make him stop me.
Woo! You're not gonna get me with that boomerang axe. Oh what? Oh yeah, give me them backstabs. Give me those free backstabs. Ooh. Okay, I took a hit there. I took a hit.
Think more about that as
Whoa! Ah! They jumped right on top of me. I'm going down fast, and my allies did not get to me in time. Shit. So I died. That's it. I will respawn eventually, but I dropped the tome and the grimoire that I was carrying, and that's bad because the grimoire is now gone for good. The tome is laying there on the ground, and they can pick it up, but that grimoire is dead. And now they have to fight this guy with a man down. But luckily, I spawned in the arena. So if Sienna can get me up here... Alright, I'm back on my feet. Oh, I got that headshot. Nice. Alright, let's burn him down. Backstab. Oh, what was that? He did like a 180. Did you see that? I don't even know where my tome went. I died over here, but I don't see it on the ground anymore. So I guess we're just gonna have to go without it. I don't know. It might have like clipped through the map or something. I was talking to the guy on my team. So I died right around here, and I don't see it anywhere. So I think it's gone. And I'm bleeding out. I don't want to go down again. I want to make it out. So we're going with one tome and one grimoire, and it was my fault. because I dropped both my books. And you know, I feel bad that I let the team down, but it's not the end of the world to lose a few books. And you'll see how it affects our loot at the end screen. And this is probably the only time I'm going to show the loot screen, just to explain how it works, because it does take a while, and I don't want these videos to be too long, because the mission's long enough. But that's a GG, victorious screen. So we're coming to the post-game screen. You get experience based on mission complete, how many people made it out, and how many books you collected. In this case, 1 Grim and 1 Tome. And slowly progressing. So you see all these things on the left, each have a different value that they add to that bar at the bottom. So completing it gives you 50%, quick play gives you 50%, each tome gives you 50%, each grimoire gives you 75%, and each die gives you 25%. And then Reynolds' Gift is a random, it's the RNG element, that's a random roll for how your box will improve. So I got a soldier's chest out of this one. It starts at commoner's chest, and then there's merchant, soldier, general, and emperor. So we got the mid-tier chest, which means mid-tier items. Oh, but I got most kills, most damage to boss, most damage taken, which is not one you want to have. Most headshots, most saves, most revives. Did pretty good. But anyway, that's the end of this first Vermintide 2 gameplay commentary. And I'm going to open the box to show you that I got... Okay, so 2 greens. These are... It's like World of Warcraft colors. White, green, blue, orange. No purples. So greens are bad. I got 2 of those, and I got 1 orange or legendary, which, you know, if it had been a general's box or an emperor's box, it would have been like 3 legendaries or 2 legendaries and a blue item. But that's what happens when you don't get all the books. So now you kind of know how Tomes and Grims work, and how Kerillian the Shade plays in combat, and how Reincarnated does Vermintide 2 commentary, which is probably not very well. And I'm making this video longer than it has to be, so I'm going to cut it short. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. And if you're already a subscriber, it's good to see you again. Welcome back. That's it for me. See you next time.